Hello, guys. It's your digital mentors here. We know all of you are doing great things out there, and we're glad that we are able to be a part of your self-development. So, Carrie, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm real
Good.
good today. I'm a little cold. I'm all bundled up.
But if you don't mind, give us a quick rundown of our last topic that we had.
Sure. The last topic we covered was actually about the first step in kind of creating workplace trust, which is something that is generally glossed over a lot of
Right.
times, but there is a huge benefit to fostering workplace trust. And we tackled how to earn it, what it means to earn trust in the workplace,
Mhm.
and also what it means to be comfortable granting trust in the workplace.
Right.
So that's what we talked about, and the link will be down below.
Great, great. That it was such a great topic. Thank you so much for going through that. So guys, today the topics we're going to talk about stepping up when you need to, and just automatically just stepping up when being asked to. You can look at this from different angles, depending on where you're standing in any given situation. However, today I kind of want us to look at stepping up in two different ways. I want to look at it from a leader's perspective and then from an individual's perspective. So in one way, I want to look at it today at how do you get your team, a team that you're developing or a team that works underneath you, to step up? What are some of the tools that you can use to do that? And then I also want to look at it in how do you, as the individual, as someone that's wanting to either build a skill set, get better at in the space that you in because you're actually happy where you're at because you're good at it, or to
Mhm.
how to step up and use those tools as far as stepping up to progress your career, to move forward or to move on. So now I want to dig in a little bit deeper into the two breakdown topics. The first one I want to focus on is how can you as a leader get your teams to step up. The first thing I want you to do is to take a look at your team. Now ask yourself, is everyone happy in their job? That's really
Mhm.
important if you know that everyone is happy in their job. Have you as an individual, when it comes towards your team, have you given 100+% of your abilities to lead and develop this team? And you can identify the people that will take the initiative to step up and those that you may have to encourage to step up. And when we get down
Or
into
re-inspire.
or
Like you
re-inspire,
said, if you're not
exactly.
the right leader, how can you find a way to re-inspire them?
Exactly. What I want to do with
Mhm.
our leaders, I came up with 5 ways um, for you as a leader to get your team to step up. The very, very first one, and one of the ones that I think is really important, is hiring and transitioning accordingly. Now, what I mean by that is know your people. This is key when it comes to hiring new people onto your team that you are leading. Ask yourself, will they be an asset to your team? Are they the right fit to build up on a strong team if you have a strong team, or will they be someone that will motivate a weak team?
Mhm.
You know, um, when it comes to transitioning someone out, don't procrastinate. You don't procrastinate in someone's development. There may still be value there,
Mhm.
but it's
Lots of value.
important that you take the time to know your team, and if there is value there, how do you coach up?
Mhm.
And you need to identify that space. Do you coach up or do you coach out? The next one is a word that we have used a lot and we've used in many topics. The next step is empowerment is key.
Mhm.
So,
Or trust,
or
according to Edward.
trust,
Just
or
kidding.
trust. Exactly.
But trust,
Trust.
yes. I
So
agree.
know your team skill sets, both the strengths and the weakness. I think a lot of times we as leaders, we tend to focus on someone's strength and we try to use that to our advantage. But someone's weakness can also be great opportunity for you to develop someone.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And if you,
100%.
yeah, if you take the space to take someone's weakness and develop them and give them a sense of pride of who they are and where they are, those things motivate people to step up.
Yeah.
Third one is set clear and consistent goals. A lot of times you find leaders where you have a leader where the company has one goal, you as a leader have one goal, your team has one goal, and but if you as a leader and you're leading a team, your expectations should line up with however they look. They may not look exactly how the company has presented them to you, but if you know your team and you know the people that work on your team and you set clear and consistent goals across your entire team with
Mhm.
every person, every individual, and everyone knows what that goal is and they understand how that goal relates back to the company or the organization, they become more invested in it.
And that relies a lot on being able to, communicate clearly,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
understanding how your team learns individually and
Exactly.
as a group.
And the fourth one is let them know they matter. I think we've talked about this before, but I felt like it was good as far as being a leader and someone that's leading a team. Make sure your team is able to connect the dots to their day-to-day tasks, to the company's goals. This gives them a sense of pride in the work that they do. And then the fifth and the last one, I think is extremely key to getting a team to step up, is to teach, develop, and promote. Now, we can look at this in two different ways, because not always does someone wants to get promoted,
Mhm.
but everyone wants to learn. Everyone's willing to learn. Everyone's willing to be developed. People like skill sets. The best way to get a team to step up is to invest in them. Some of my best leaders in my career were those that taught me new skills and
Mhm.
help mold me, to
Yep.
want to step up and to, put into practice whatever my new learning is.
So I think, understanding the power of keeping people engaged through teaching, developing, and promoting, is real important because
Yeah.
that plays into that workplace
Mhm.
satisfaction, um, that feeling,
Yeah.
and that keeps people committed and
Yeah.
willing to step up, like you said.
Right. So yeah, so those were the five key steps that I came up with, that were important in my development and me growing because I led teams
Mhm.
in my career before. So when I was leading teams, it was very important that those were the key things that I knew that I kept in my toolkit.
Mhm.
So now let's look at how you as an individual, how do you identify, how do you understand when you need to step up? And just like looking at the teams, I also put together 5 steps for you as an individual. So let's just jump into those steps real quick. The number one is be confident. So know what you're capable of and know where you are really able to show up and prevail. That's
Mhm.
very important, because when you're confident in a skill set that you
Mhm.
have or that is required to do a specific thing, then you can step up there in those spaces. Do
Yep.
you understand that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So it's important that you be confident and you believe in yourself. So the second one we've talked about before is know your role and be the best at it. When you're looking at stepping up and you're someone that wants to get promoted,
Mhm.
you need to know your role that you're currently in. And the reason I say that is because you have to be good at what the space that you're in. We've used this term before from our old history, bloom
Mhm.
where you're planted. So you
Yes.
can't step up unless you're good at where you're at.
Someone will come and pluck that beautiful blossom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
I
third
agree.
thing, is think clear and be kind when you're communicating. And the reason I put this in here is because you are your best marketing tool. So a lot of times there may not be a leader or someone around to see you step up. And it's not from a lack of them wanting to be present, but they also have other things as a leader on their plates.
Mm.
So be able to communicate your contributions to your leader in a clear and kind way. Never
Mhm.
come across as if you did something as a favor because you had to. So it goes exactly
Mhm.
back to the I didn't do X in my job duty because like I said, was working on Y outside of my job. The fourth step is be reliable. So it's if you set up a deadline, stick to it.
Mhm.
Show up when you say you're going to be there. Show up 5 minutes early if you have to. And when you are there and you do show up, be present. The key to reliability is never overcommit yourself.
Yep.
And the last one I thought about very deeply, and I know that people are going to find very interesting, but number 5, I put down it as create meaningful relationships instead of networking. A lot of times we're
Oh, I
told
like it.
to network. A lot of times people are told get out there, network and everything. Now, I took this and I'm going to just tell you my experience in having a meaningful relationship and when I was networking, how it felt and what it looked like with me. Let's take networking. When I network, when I was out networking and thinking that I was using it towards bettering myself or for me, what I really found out in networking is that I was looking at titles. So it was more important about someone's status and how far they were and how they got. It didn't directly affect me. What I found out in my career path is those individuals that I had a meaningful relationship with, um, it things started to involuntarily become more of a mentor mentee. And what people don't realize in a mentor mentee type situation, when you find yourself in one in a relationship like that, it becomes a give and take, just like you said. And that's the important part. And the investment in return will motivate you in your current space to step up and be needed.
Mhm.
So those were my 5 steps to how you as an individual step up. What did you think of them, Carrie?
I love them. I mean, I think understanding 5 steps to be able to motivate a team or engage a team to be able to step up and understand how, as well as being able to turn that mirror on yourself and say,
Right.
you know, what can I do to help myself be prepared to step up, are
Mhm.
really good. They're good reminders.
Yeah. So great, great. So as we always have said, please like, subscribe, and share my information if you like it. We enjoy the comments that we get. Definitely comment and also let us know, like we said, if there's any topic that you would love to hear us discuss or talk about or delve into for you. We are here as a source for you to develop yourself.
Mhm.
And with that said, Carrie, do you want to give us a little peek into our next episode?
Um, well, we talked a lot. We talk a lot about goals, and at least in the industry that you and I have specializations in retail, and business administration and things of that sort, there are always goals that you are given,
Right.
and you are always asked to create goals for yourself. But a lot of times it's a knee-jerk reaction,
Right.
because we really haven't put the time in to thoughtfully piece together a goal to get us where we want to go, and really fully
Exactly.
understanding
Yeah.
how to build a goal. So the next episode is going to be all about that.
So guys, this wraps up our topic for today on knowing when and how you can step up when you're needed. And I hope this was a great source of information for you in developing yourself. Um, as you know, me and Carrie are always here to support any
Mhm.
development or anything that you have. We see you, we hear you, you matter. And this is Stand Up Retail. Until next time, this is Carrie and Edward. We're out. Bye.
Bye bye.